What's up everybody, this is Mike with Mean Muggin Games, and we've got a different video for you today for Sorcery. We've got a video that is, if Sorcery was released today, what would be the top 20 cards that I would purchase? So, without further ado, we're going to start with number 20 and work our way down to number 1. So, starting at number 20, we've got Avalon Dryads. So it's an ordinary, and it is a 2-cost, 1 earth threshold, and it says this in text box. This site provides 1 colorless more mana. So I mean, that's pretty good. So that's at number 20. Number 19. Self-same simulacrum. This is a 4-cost, 2 water threshold, and it's an elite. And it says it enters the realm as a copy of another nearby minion. This could be very powerful, especially if there's certain minions on the board that you could take advantage of and trigger its Genesis ability. So Self-Same Simulacrum is number 19 on my list of the top 20 cards that I would purchase. Number 18. Rolling Blades. Rolling Blades is a 4-cost, 2 air threshold or 2 wind threshold. It is a ordinary magic, and it says this: an ally moves 2 steps in a cardinal direction. It strikes all enemies on each site it enters. I mean, so a great synergy card to play with this. A combo card would be Rolling Blades attached to the vampire, because the vampire, it heals you, so you would strike all enemies, and that vampire would deal 4 damage to all enemies within 2 steps of that cardinal direction. And then it would also heal whatever it strikes. It could be like, if it strikes 3 minions, you're healing 4, 8, 12 health. So that's why Rolling Blades I have as number 18. Number 17. Screaming Skull. It's an exceptional relic. It's like I said, it's a 2-cost, and its text box says, whenever the bearer kills an enemy, untap it. This is fantastic, especially if you utilize certain avatars or minions to kind of do a little bit of a board wipe for you. Screaming Skull, fantastic card, and that's why I have it as number 17. Number 16, Royal Bodyguard. Royal Bodyguard is just absolutely crazy. Fantastic card. It is an elite. It's a 4-cost, 2 earth threshold. So 4 mana, 2 earth threshold, and it says this in text box: Royal Bodyguard may redirect attacks and strikes against your avatar or allied royalty, i.e. king, queen, prince, or princess, to itself. This card is just absolutely insane. Redirecting damage that would be dealt to your avatar gets redirected to the bodyguard. Redirects, a good combo card with this, with Royal Bodyguard, is Queen of the Midland, because Queen of the Midland states that whenever an opponent draws a spell card, you get to draw a spell card. So most of the times when Queen of Midland is out on your middle 2 sites, it's kind of one of those cards, just a kill on sight. But if you have your Royal Bodyguard out anywhere in the realm and a minion tries to attack Queen of Midland, it doesn't attack Queen of Midland, it gets redirected to Royal Bodyguard. is it's such a good card, and that's why it's number 16 on my list. Number 15, Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt is a ordinary card. It's a two cost, 1 wind or air threshold. And to me, this is number one if you're in a pinch. It's a great minion killer because it deals 3 damage to target to the strongest. It deals 3 damage to the strongest unit on target site, and it's a fantastic game ender. Always like to have one in my hand, and sometimes I'll wait a whole game without even playing it until the very end on Death's Door, where I could deal that final death blow to that avatar. That's number 15 on my list, and that's why it's there. It's a great card. 14. Number 14 is Apprentice Wizard. Apprentice Wizard is a 3 mana cost, 1 air or wind threshold. It's an ordinary, so you could have with ordinaries you get a 4 in your deck. And it says this in the text box: Spellcaster, Genesis, draw a spell. Card draw is so good in this game. It is amazing. Just amazing. So Apprentice Wizard, mana cost is pretty good. It's a 1/1, and that Genesis card draw, it can sync up with a lot of cards to trigger its Genesis ability again, and that's why it's number 14 on my top 20 list. Number 13, probably one of my most favorite cards in the game right now. It's the Dapryl Vampire. The Vampire is a love-hate relationship, and I say that because it's a hate relationship when you see it and you have to play against it. It is a mana cost is kind of high on this. It costs 5 and 1 air or wind threshold, but it has airborne, and it also says in the text box, damage dealt by the Dapryl Vampire heals you, and that's what I was going back to the Rolling Blades. If you utilize it with the Rolling Blades, let's say you strike 3 minions in the cardinal direction, it doesn't hurt the vampire with Rolling Blades when it strikes. That vampire is dealing 4 attack direct damage to those minions. It doesn't read it does those minions don't affect the vampire, and then when it strikes those minions, like I said, the text on the vampire says damage dealt by Dapryl Vampire heals you. So in that case, if you're striking 3 minions, you're gaining 4 health. So it's just, the vampire is an amazing card, and with it being a flyer too, unless your opponent has range, can't really do anything with a vampire. You can't attack a vampire because ground units can't attack flyers. So there is certain little caveats on when they can block. But the vampire, nonetheless, number 13 on my list. Fantastic card, and probably one of my favorite cards. But there's a reason why it's not number 1, and we'll get to that. That was number 13. Number 12. This is a site which can be drawn from your atlas, and this site, hands down, if you are playing a air wind deck, this is one of those cards or sites you want to see at the beginning of your hand on your first 3 card draw for sites. I mean, the text is this. Well, number 1, it's an elite, so you could have 2 copies of this in your deck. And then the text box says, Genesis, look at your next 3 spells and then put them back in any order. Fantastic card. So if you're running 2 different two different elements, it can help you if you're trying to look for that elemental threshold that you need. So the Observatory is just an amazing card, and that's why it's number 12 on my list. Number 11, Grandmaster Wizard. It is a 6-cost, 2 air or wind elemental threshold, and it's a 0/0. But this is why this card is so good, and it's an elite, so you can only have 2 of these in your deck. It's a spellcaster, number 1, and number 2, Genesis. Draw 3 spells. Card draw, card draw, card draw. Card draw is so pertinent, in my opinion, in this game. If you're getting that card advantage. So card draw, card draw, card draw. Grandmaster Wizard comes in at number 11 on my top 20. Number 10, Pact with the Devil. Pact with the Devil once again, staying with that card draw. So this is a 4-cost, 4 mana, and 2 fire threshold. And it says in the text box, it's also an elite. In the text box it says, sacrifice a spellcaster or lose half your life, rounded up. As additional cost to cast this. Ignore this if at death's door, draw 3 cards. So, sacrifice a spellcaster. So the Apprentice Wizard, anything that has a spellcaster in the text box, you could sacrifice that and then draw 3 cards. Once again, drawing cards is just amazing, and it gives you a edge in this game, in my opinion. So that's why Pact with the Devil is number 10 on my top 20 list. The next 9, so I'm gonna call it the Alchemy 9, because I don't want to use Power 9, because Magic has Power 9, and this is Sorcery, and I was trying to go with like a sorcerer themed, Power 9, and I thought Alchemy would be a good way to relate to this. So this is the Alchemy 9, and until these things get changed in the next revision on TTS, this is why I've got these as the Alchemy 9. So without further ado, we're gonna go into number 9, the Mix Ignis. Mix Ignis is an elite. It's a 1 mana cost, and it's specifically for fire. So it says, Bear has banished Mix Ignis. The next fire spell this unit casts costs 3 less this turn. So essentially, you pay 1, you attach this to your avatar. Most likely, unless you're in a pinch, you could pop this, gain 3 mana, or utilize this probably end game, and the following 2 are going to be the same way. It will be used for end game circumstances. But Mix Ignis is number 9 on my list. Number 8, the Mix Aqua. So it's going to be water. So once again, it's a 1 mana cost. It's an elite, so you can only have 2 in your deck. Bear has banished Mix Aqua. The next water spell this unit casts costs 3 less this turn. Once again, I would most likely utilize this for late game. If I don't utilize it for late game, it's because I'm probably in a pinch, and if I want to get this, if I want to do like a wide turn and put a lot of minions out or a lot of spell casts, I might pop this to gain those 3 extra mana. 7, the Mix Air. So once again, 1 mana cost. This is for the air or wind elemental list. Bear has banished Mix Air. The next air spell this unit cast costs 3 less this turn. Once again, same with the theme. I would use this late game, or if I'm in a pinch, I would pop it. Number 6, the Mixterra. This is going to be for the Earth Elemental. So it's an elite. Once again, you can have 2 copies. Bear has banished Mixterra. The next Earth spell this unit casts costs 3 less this turn. So same principle with all the other elements. I utilize this for late game unless I'm in a pinch. Number 5, the Ruby. So now we're going into the gems. So Perfect Ruby I have as number 5. Perfect Ruby is a 1 mana cost, and it's a unique, so you can only have 1 in your deck, and it is you would attach this to your avatar, and then the text reads this. This site provides an additional fire threshold and 1 mana. It's amazing. You attach it to your avatar. Essentially, you're getting 1 free mana and a free elemental threshold. So that's number 5. Number 4 is going to be perfect Aquamarine, which is going to be for water. Same thing. It's a unique. It costs 1 mana. You can only have 1 in your deck. This set provides an additional water threshold and 1 mana. Number 3, the perfect Amethyst. This is going to be for wind or air, and it's a unique. It costs 1 mana, and attached to your avatar. This site provides an additional 1 air or wind elemental elemental threshold and 1 mana. Number 2, the perfect Agate. This will be for Earth. This site provides an additional 1 Earth threshold and 1 Earth threshold and 1 mana. Once again, attach it to your avatar. You're rocking and rolling. And then the number 1, you can see it. It's on the back of the wall, right there, and that is going to be the beloved Philosophers Stone. Essentially, this is the Black Lotus for Sorcery Contested Realm, and I personally hope they don't change this card at all. I love it. It's fantastic, and it's so it costs 1 mana. It's a unique, so you can only have 1 in your deck, and then the text box reads this: elemental spells the bear casts costs 1 less and requires 1 less of each element. There you go. 1 mana and 1 less of each element. The only thing that this card does not apply to are cards that do not have elementals on it. But other than that, Philosopher's Stone, fantastic card. To me, this can be the cream of the crop. I'm pretty sure if there's a Curiosa card for this, it's going to be highly sought after. I know foils are most likely going to be highly sought after, and hopefully I'm able to grab one myself when the game comes out. But I just wanted to do a top 20 with everybody, and this is what I would be personally purchasing if the game came out today, and I was acquiring cards. I would think these are the top 20 cards that I would purchase to start building decks around or with. The Philosopher's Stone is just an absolute staple, I believe, in every deck. But once again, this is my opinion. I just thought it'd be fun and do a different video than gameplay videos, and I figured what better way to the kill some time and just have fun with it and just talk about my top 20. Uh, if you can, please leave a comment down and let me know what your guys' top 20 uh, um, top 20 cards would be if the game was released today. I really would like to see. I would like to see, hey, maybe do we have some, similarities, or hey, Mike, you're completely wrong. And that's fine. I could be wrong. This is my opinion. These are my top 20, and I would love to see what your guys and gals top 20 would be. So please let me know in the comment section, or shoot me a direct message on Discord. Let's talk about it. Let's have some fun. Next time I go, I'll do a live stream, which will probably be this weekend. Hit me up and let's just discuss about this. But hey, thanks for tuning in. We're almost at 100 subscribers. I greatly appreciate it, and I can't wait for the next game. And or sorry, not next game. I can't wait for the game to come out. And in the meantime, I'm just thoroughly enjoying playing on TTS. Can't wait for the new people that are coming into the TTS to play against and help teach the game. And if I can answer any questions, by all means, just shoot me a direct message. Thanks for your time, and once again, this is Mike with Mean Muggin Games, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.